Hi Libra, this is Lunatics Tarot with a reading for anyone who identifies with your Libran energy during the second half of August 2018. More specifically, we're looking at the last 10 days now, as I am recording this on the 20th, so I think I mean to say the last 11 days. The Ten of Pentacles is the energy representing you during this time, Libras. Well, representing the Libra energy showing in this spread anyway, right? Which we're doing a little bit differently. It may, it actually may be applicable to the entirety of August for some of you. For others, it may not resonate at all. Feel free, as always, please, to listen to your other signs, your moon, your ascendant, your sun, or any other sign that interests you. And I do hope, I wanted to say, Libras, that these mid-month messages are right on time for you. And I don't want to spend time on the details as to why I'm just now able to post a reading for you this month, but I do want to take a second to point out the couple of readings that I did manage to post for this time period. I was able to put up a love reading for all signs. It's a pick a card reading for Leo season 2018. So there are still a few days in Leo season, even though everyone is really in Virgo mode already at this point. So if love is your main concern, area of interest at this time, that might be worth taking a look at. It's Choose a Stone, Leo season's love notes, but again, it is for all signs. So if you like the pick a card readings, choose a card readings, that might work for you. I have it time stamped so you can skip the long, slow intro. It's longer than this one is becoming. I also put up a solar eclipse reading, partial solar eclipse reading at the time of that new supermoon in Leo. As a happy birthday to Leo, yes, but I think we could all relate to Leo's energy. I'm probably always during this in general. Also, I had in mind that Leo does, of course, rule a house in each of our birth charts. So if you are someone who is still reeling from eclipse energies from eclipse season 2018, that might be worth looking at for you. It might be a place to find messages. As for mid-month, or the end of August 2018, whatever you're obsessing over in your past, from your past, whomever or whatever you are obsessing over from your past, Libras, is, if that's the case, is blocking your financial abundance, possibly, is one message I see, the first message that stands out to me. But also the Queen of Swords energy is just air sign energy in general. This could also, for masculine Libras, it could be that you are missing a female counterpart, and that is blocking your inflow of abundance, maybe probably specifically financial abundance. But this is just, you know, air sign energy in general. If you're not specifically obsessing over your past, then in some way, shape, or form, poor logic and or judgmental attitudes, behaviors are then those things that are blocking your abundance at this time, or blocking your abundance at this time, or blocking your abundance from reaching the heights that you wish it would. And again, I think specifically for most Libras right now at the end of August, we are talking about money, finances, and or the resources that are connected to that money, that you use that money to buy for yourself or your family. Some Libras are encountering problems of a sensitive nature, either for some Libras there is birth that is unexpectedly not taking place, and it might be of a sensitive nature because I might mean a literal birth. It may be the birth of a creative project, a passion project, a work of art. It may, maybe the birth of a project that is not that you feel confident about and you're ready to move forward with, but that just isn't, coming to fruition on time, isn't being birthed on time. But for some, it may be a literal birth that you're expecting. For those Libras, it's probably one that you found out about in Cancer season, and or that you were expecting to come to completion in Virgo season, maybe. And it looks like you find out maybe that doesn't come to pass. Or again, it's the birth of a relationship. That could be the passion project. The birth of a business, if you're trying to turn a passion and or hobby into something financial. And that makes sense because that could be why your finances then are blocked in your current position. And in that case, it's like you're obsessing about something that you could have, would have, should have done differently in Cancer season. And I get the feeling that Libras, you're wanting to, whatever this issue or problem is, you're wanting, it might be the birth of something. It might be of a sexual nature. It might be that you're not getting along with your partner or lover, and or you're not physically meshing during this time. But so those are the two reasons I said it could be of a sensitive nature. It could be about a literal birth. It could be about your sex life. But whatever the issue is, whether it's financially related, sexually related, birth related, passion project related, it's like this issue that you're obsessing over from Cancer season. You both want to go back and correct the mistake, and you also want to hurry up and move forward past the issue. And neither of those things are just you sitting and being, what I see there then is neither of those things are you being present with whatever the issue is. It's misdirected energy. So going with the example of a literal birth, for some reason, even though that's like the most difficult way to look at that, if you are planning for a child that it turns out is not going to join us yet, that's misdirected energy, right? That's definitely for some Libras, but I think for the majority of Libras, I'm talking about a passion project, a relationship, or work you're passionate about doing that is just not ready quite yet. You're ready, you're confident, you want to push it forward, but possibly because of something that happened in Cancer season, it's just not ready yet. And so you steal your energy by obsessing over what you could have done and to push it forward even though it's not ready, when you could just be present with whatever it is. Again, just to state it differently, to emphasize that a little differently. Now, Oscar, if you keep doing that, we won't go out even when I'm finished with the reading. We'll just be inside for the rest of this evening. And if that's not enough to stop you, then okay, tomorrow too then. Tomorrow was enough. Okay. Oscar, stop scratching at the screen. Obnoxious. I'm not kidding about tomorrow. You're running to... Oscar, now stop. Stop. Stop it before I have to get up. I'm not kidding. I'm so sorry. Mostly, well, to all of us. We go out hours every day. But it's like, the more time I let him have outside, the more he wants. But we're about to move. I said that at the beginning. I think I've been saving that for the end of the video. But we're about to move. In any case, I'm so sorry. Back to this. The Page of Cups shows up as your advice, Libra. Suggesting that you listen to your dreams, listen to messages from your dreams, specifically, literally, listen to, you know, also your dreams in life. You're urged to follow them at this time. You can come up here, baby. I'm not mad at you. Just don't through a screen. If you're someone who has trouble listening to your or trouble remembering them, try to make time for them when you first wake up. Put a reminder about them on your alarm if you can. Have a journal near you. Jot down what you remember. If you sit with them for even just 30 seconds, a minute, things back that you don't expect would. At least for some of us. For me, they do. So your son has got messages there. It's like you're... and you're feeling confident, or at least that's the way you'll process this issue, is feeling like you can handle it, feeling like you have the energy to move past it. But when you're bouncing between trying to hurry past when you're bouncing between to hurry into the future or comb back over your past, again, it's directed energy. And so I think your subconscious has a message for you where you might direct that energy instead. And I think something that might keep you Libras from being able to connect with those messages from your dreams is the fact that you are overworked. Maybe because finances aren't flowing in the way you'd like them to right now or need them to right now. Maybe because some of you, again, are stressed over over separating. Okay. It looks like you feel like you barely have time to get the sleep that you need because of the commitments that you found to time driven by at this time, dedicated to. And so suggestion that you might have even a couple of minutes extra to lay in bed and think about your dreams is absurd, because you jump, maybe as I do, Libras, with your list in mind, with the word late for them, and you need a break, even if it's 2 minutes each morning or in the evening at some point is the suggestion here. It's sort of like cutting off your nose to spite your face. You know, you're trying so hard to move ahead, but you have messages for yourself from your subconscious that can help you to do so, to direct your energy where it really needs and wants to go. And you're possibly blocking that by not making any time to try to interpret those dreams or to write them down, whatever helps you to connect with the messages, again, that your subconscious might have for you. Because, and it looks like those messages lead to true happiness. I certainly see confidence in both of these cards. So I think, you know, those messages can to fuel that confidence forward, which, you know, already has you achieved happiness, earned happiness. That some Libras are still looking for, or looking for more of a new success that is exactly, I think, what you're trying to speed ahead forward toward. Why it might be frustrating for some of you that your project isn't ready. The child, the relationship, the business, or project that you're so passionate about for what you're ready for. Quite yet. And in the meantime, as you experience this lack of resources currently, you are on your own. You are trying to figure that out by yourself. Also standing alone in the sense that you don't have much time to socialize or money to live, probably for a lot of Libras. You're either keeping purse strings tight or just, you know, so focused on your work. And so just feel like you have to lean on yourself at this time. And yet the work you're doing is for other people. I think the reason you're obsessing over what you miss from your past and your heart you're trying to create currently. And so in that, you are not alone. And it may appear that you want to be isolated, but it's because of your feelings for others and because of the way in which you are trying to connect to others. Now, lost it. Okay. I also see there's an illusion for you, the movement forward you're trying to make. I think what's trying to work itself out here at the end of August for the Libras that this message is for is, you know, an entrepreneur out of you, or if not specifically that, then an entrepreneur spirit in the sense of being bold and fearless and able to create in the world what you want in your life, what it is you want to see there. But birthing a bold, fearless version of you requires a painful ending of the old revving up on trying to make the project happen on the time schedule you had it on, or again, if it's a relationship, giving up on trying to make the relationship you wanted happen exactly the way you wanted it to, or with the person that you wanted it to, possibly for some. Because you're coming at a space of time at the beginning of August where everything was, not everything, something significant was out of your hands. It was fated. It was an opportunity that you couldn't have given to yourself, that you couldn't have known how, but it did. And not missing it was up to you, Libras. Whether or not you decided to take it was up to you. Or if not specifically an opportunity, then significant synchronistic events that let you know that fate and destiny, the divine, whatever, you can fill in the blank, what powers that you know not have had its ends, so to speak, in what was affecting your life anyway, the events taking place, playing out. And now they want to take all that energy that you have you forward, direct you at a time when you don't know where to, or your youthful energy. You can't see everything that's in the dark. You can't see the path through to run your... You can't see the path through till dawn. But there's, you know, a light to guide your way. Maybe some of you, you know, feel like it's a mirage because it's not happening in the time that you wanted it to, or that you thought it would, or that it was supposed to, but things change. The divine is still present and was communicating with you at the beginning of August. I mean, the divine is us all the time and communicating with us all the time in so many ways, but again, the divine did have their hands in your taking place in your life at the beginning of August, and so now it's just a matter of continuing to listen to that guidance, so that again your energy doesn't waste. Don't fight the fact that you need a break. That too is an opportunity that may not be given, but that, you know, that it is presenting itself to you at this time. The Three of Air is your future card. Oh. Okay. So let's see what's coming up for Libras, probably in the beginning of September. I'd say the end of August, beginning of September, according to the Dreams of Gaia tarot. In your near future, lessons repeat until you understand them, and every experience offers a lesson. So some of you are studying. I'm seeing combining these messages that are here with the Page of Pentacles, and that's taking up again, or study, or both. Still, the message is that at least a long enough break to attain your dreams, your conscious messages to yourself is advised. Oh, careful. Move through life with the intention of learning from life, from our experiences, from the people around you, and from the world around you. Listen to people's stories. Looking in the near future. I mean, we're all learning lessons all the time, right? But again, the description again repeats the messages that sometimes lessons offered will repeat until we can perform task as naturally and with as little thought as breathing. Remember that sometimes learning cannot be rushed. And it says, you know, practice. It reminds us that practice will give way to ease and confidence. So, you know, you've got confidence at this time I talked about, and that's a way to keep it growing. Sometimes our comprehension can only be increased by exposing ourselves to new experiences, people, places, to the strange and unfamiliar. So I think that's what you're moving toward in the near future for a lot of Libras. And there will be a need to see the world and your experiences for truly are, Libras. Expand your own mind by educating yourself in order to improve and grow. So I definitely think that you see why things didn't happen exactly in the timing you thought they would. That you're going to see why, eventually, why you were unable to see the way forward, therefore, and needed to rely on divine guidance. Why this ending had to be to make this bold, version of you to move forward with. Okay, I'm going to have to leave you there, Libras. I did want to say that if you need a personal reading, you can email me at email.com, and or you can scroll down to the description of this video down below and go ahead and check reading options there. The free readings, you should expect about a month of for those. And all you have to do is just send a request to my email address. The other reading options, I am turning around in 3 business days, the personal readings. If you need something even quicker than that, I now offer rushed readings. Those I can get to you within 24 hours. The newest reading is actually the cheapest option. I do have a $10 reading now. It's only 15 minutes long. That's a 3 business days reading as well. So if you're interested, and if you do purchase a reading, thank you so much. And you'll notice when you go to PayPal to pay for it, the name Willow Growth is associated with Lunatics Tarot still. So just consider them one and the same. Don't let that throw off. Thank you so much for your support, bros. To everyone who's already shared, commented, messaged me, sent words. Donated to those of you who have requested readings. Thank you. It's all truly appreciated. Please do continue to reach out for readings, and please like this video if it offered you something, and subscribe if you haven't yet and feel called to do so. I'll post another tarot fix for you just as soon as I can.